This is the fifth day of March 2025, sittings of probate court. We call cause number PR 15701, styled in the estate of Helen June Green. The court has before it an application for the probate of will and the issuance of letters testamentary to our applicant, Mr. Jerry Parker, today. Further, the court has citation that has been issued and returned. Very good. And the court further has a document that is titled The Last Will and Testament of Helen June Green in its possession. And for verification purposes, that document possesses a file stamp of the Hill County Clerk's Office in February of this year in the upper right-hand corner of the first page. And then if you will look to the last page, or page 11, there is a signature date of the 10th day of December 2024. I recognize your signature, Mr. Showers, and that of Laura Crouch's as well. And I presume at the bottom, that is where Mrs. Green made her mark.
Yeah, and so that the judge will be aware, and you may be aware of this already, Jerry's mom, while she was married to her second husband, not Jerry's father, but they lived down on the coast, and she had a home accident, fell in the bathroom and severed her spine and became a quadriplegic, not a paraplegic, a quadriplegic. She could move her head and her neck and nothing else. She had her right hand, as you can see on here, she could reach the paper and do her best to make a signature, but that is about the only movement that she had other than she can smile and talk. And the day we did the will, I had a video of her, and she was talking to me and was talking to her about the terms of the will and everything. So my staff could tell that she was very, very alert, other than she was totally incapacitated. And she was in an electric chair that she drove with a little joystick. And Jerry had this van that she drove up in. So I wanted you to know the extent, the signature.
No, thank you. It's not our first time with an individual making their mark, and I understand and have some personal knowledge talking with Jerry about it over the years. So
okay.
Jerry,
okay. Well, I wasted your time then. Okay.
It's my time. I always like an explanation. In the testimony you're about to give before this court, do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Barker, you can lower your hand. Go ahead, counselor.
Okay, Jerry, you're Jerry W. Brocker, is that correct?
That's correct.
And you're the son of Helen June Green.
Yes.
And your mother died on January the 4th, 2025 in Whitney, Hill County, Texas at the age of 89 years. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And at the time of her death, she had a domicile and a fixed place of residence in Whitney in this county.
Yes.
The document I'm showing to you is laying in front of you that the court identified is dated December 10, 2024, and it purports to be her will and was never revoked so far as you know.
Yes.
And there is a need for the administration of this estate because of a collection of assets and payment of expenses. Is that correct?
That's correct.
No child or children were born to your mother after the date of the will.
Correct.
And after the date of the will, no marriage of hers was dissolved by divorce or otherwise.
That's correct.
She lost her husband about a year before she died. Is that correct?
Correct.
And his will was probated by Judge Lewis, just like we're doing now. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
You're named as independent executor in the will, and you're not disqualified by law from accepted letters testamentary or for serving as such. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Your Honor, we offer the application and the will of Helen June Green for probate.
Sir, I appreciate that. The court will grant your application and will cause the will to be admitted to probate this 5th day of March 2025. Further, upon the signed, received, and filed oath and proof, this court will cause letters testamentary to be issued to the applicant, Mr. Barford. Mr. Showers, how many copies of letters will you require?
We need 10, Your Honor.
Martha's right there. It's just as easy.
Okay.
Jerry, I'll save the speech. You've heard it before. If you've got questions, Mr. Showers, but if you think myself in my office can be of help to you, you got until about the 14th of March. After that,
Congratulations, by the way, Judge.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You've worked really hard for this. I've been around you all this time and talked about all the things that you did and when you did it. And so I'm very familiar with your background. So congratulations. You have really done your best to be the best judge. And so now I'm glad to see that you're getting on a different level in county.
And he's telling you after you've already probated the will, all of this.
I know.
I'll just go.
Well, me and him go a long way back. I tell you, we've been pretty kind of called friends, but we might drank a beer or two together over the years.
May have. So, all right, well, good deal, guys. If there could be any further help, please let us know. Otherwise, Jerry,